This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. Welcome back to Autoline Daily and to 2023. Chinese automaker BYD is on a tear. It sold a record number of EVs in December and more than tripled its overall sales in 2022. And now the automaker has passed the Volkswagen Group as the third most valuable car company in the world. According to Sino Auto Insights, BYD is worth $93.7 billion compared to the VW Group, which is worth $69 billion. Volkswagen is actually fifth on the list because it was overtaken by Porsche as well, which is worth $92 billion. Tesla, of course, is number one, well ahead of second place Toyota, which is worth $219 billion. But while Tesla is firmly in the lead, it did lose nearly 70% of its value in 2022 and had gone as high as $1.2 trillion, but now has a market value of $386 billion. And speaking of Tesla, it announced it delivered more than 405,000 EVs in the fourth quarter of 2022, which is a record for the company. And it boosted deliveries by 40% to 1.3 million for all of 2022. However, both of those numbers fell short of estimates. The company had expected to sell 420,000 vehicles in the fourth quarter, and the company was targeting a 50% growth rate. The problem is with logistics and delivering vehicles to customers. Tesla built nearly 440,000 EVs in the fourth quarter, but only delivered 405,000. So production exceeded deliveries by nearly 35,000 units. But perhaps Tesla's head of China, Tom Zhu, can help turn things around. According to reports, he's just been promoted to oversee the company's U.S. assembly plants, and he will be in charge of sales operations in North America and Europe. Zhu will also remain as vice president of China, and he's now Tesla's highest profile executive, only after Elon Musk.
At Schaeffler, we pioneer motion. Electrifying mobility, manufacturing smarter, reducing CO2 emissions, making energy production clean. Schaeffler pioneers motion to advance how the world moves.
Chinese automaker Zeekr, which is part of Geely, claims it has, quote, the world's longest cruising range EV, end quote. It's making that claim with the refreshed version of its 001 hatchback, which it says gets up to 1,032 kilometers or 641 miles of range on the Chinese test cycle. That's made possible by CATL's Quilin battery, which is its latest generation cell-to-pack design and comes in sizes of 100 or 140 kilowatt hours. The 100 kilowatt hour version provides 741 kilometers of range, which is 460 miles. But Zeekr will only make 1,000 vehicles with this battery, which only comes in rear-wheel drive. But there's also an all-wheel drive version with ternary lithium batteries that get up to 656 kilometers or 407 miles of range. The new Zeekr 001 comes out in the second quarter of this year in China with a price range between $43,500 up to about $56,000. Good news for automakers. Despite inflation and rising interest rates, car sales are expected to rise in the U.S. in 2023. According to Cox Automotive, sales in 2022 likely will be below 14 million units, but sales are expected to grow by more than 1 million units this year to around 15 million. They're expected to improve because of a recovery in vehicle production and pent-up demand. Toyota's VP of Sales for North America says that shortages the past 2 years have kept anywhere from 4 to 7 million customers away from showrooms, and he expects many of them to be back this year. Autonomous driving will be a big part of Volvo's future. In fact, its flagship electric SUV, the EX90, which is supposed to launch in 2024, will come standard with self-driving features. And now the automaker has taken 100% ownership of Zenseact, its subsidiary that's developing software for autonomous driving. It says this is a key step in taking ownership of important vehicle functions and will help it be a leader in the space.
We want to know what drives your testing. OTA, connected car, diagnostics, remote testing. Intrepid Control Systems is here to help you work from anywhere. Intrepid Control Systems, driven by your data.
Top executives at the Hyundai Group revealed some interesting details about the company's future plans at a recent town hall meeting in South Korea. First on the docket, software-defined vehicles, or SDVs. This is any vehicle that manages operations, adds functionality, or enables new features through software. Hyundai says it will be transforming all models to SDVs by 2025. One of those added functions is over-the-air updates. By the same time, 2025, it says all models sold in global markets will have OTA functionality and provide personalized services like subscriptions. Another area of focus for the group will be autonomous vehicles. In the first half of this year, Genesis will launch a version of the G90 and Kia the EV9 in Korea, equipped with Highway Driving Pilot, a Level 3 AV system that's capable of operating on highways and, quote, vehicle-only roads. It's also in the process of commercializing Level 4 robotaxis for North America. Through Motional, Hyundai's AV joint venture with Aptiv, it plans to work with car-sharing companies like Uber to launch a fleet of self-driving Hyundai Ioniq 5s. And one of its last areas of discussion revolved around purpose-built vehicles, or PBVs. It plans to expand the number of PBVs, like the Kia Niro Plus this year, and will launch a dedicated PBV on a skateboard platform by 2025. Speaking of the Hyundai Group, it may regret its decision to change Kia's logo. 2 years ago, it transitioned to this, which is more minimalistic and was meant to look more modern. But ReRev, a publication that provides car advice, showed this picture to over 1,000 survey participants and asked them, quote, which letters do you see in the logo? And almost half couldn't identify what the letters stood for. 44% did not get the letters right, with most people guessing KN. ReRev even found that there are around 30,000 monthly searches on Google for KN car. When so much of brand identity is wrapped up in a logo, probably not a good sign that a good chunk of people don't even know what it says. That's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for watching.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Intrepid Control Systems, over-the-air engineering, boost your game. And by Scheffler, we pioneer motion.